Hello, online learning students, world geography. Here's another week of online learning here. As always, I'm Mr. Clark. We're going to talk through these four things that we have in learning this week. Just off the top, you may notice that I put the due dates of these on April 5th. And that's because if you don't do well on the quiz, I want you to be able to retake it. So everything this week is going to go on fourth quarter. Everything else is third quarter. I really told you guys like late work was due March 19th. So hope your grades were good. Those of you that did stuff, those of you that watch these videos definitely got B's and A's. Those of you that didn't watch these videos didn't do as well. And those of you that didn't do anything, man, if I can get you to do something, I hope that your grade does well. Anyway, here we are. We've got 4 assignments this week. One of them is really just a review of everything that we've done in the SLG 14/15 unit. We're going to start off with mapping sectors of the economy. As always, you can click on this link. It pops it up. And this is the first assignment. So this is going to take our knowledge of primary, secondary, and tertiary job fields in the in levels of development. And it's going to kind of really make it visual on a data-driven map. Like this dark blue here is going to say these are primarily agriculture, primary sector jobs. Notice that the poorest countries in the world are primary sector jobs, because if between 2/3 and 92% of them are working agriculture, then they don't have other jobs, right? So primary is resource extraction, but this is really agriculture. So agriculture meaning food, right? This first map talks about agriculture in the primary sector. It's going to ask you some questions. If you need to review the Nearpod from the last ones, I definitely recommend doing that. This is going to talk about secondary sector jobs. Now remember, if primary is resource extraction, you're taking stuff and you're mining, you're getting these raw materials, you're cutting down trees, or you're growing food. These are the primary sector jobs. Secondary is where you turn that into something. The best example is like resource extraction. Primary sector would be cut down a tree. Well, secondary sector would be to turn that tree into a table, okay? This is factory work, when your iPhone is made or when cars are made. These are all secondary sector. And so this is going to talk about more countries that have mostly secondary sector jobs. Notice you have a large amount of secondary sector jobs in China, Europe, Russia, and even in some of these places like Germany, Italy, they're largely secondary sector. They're not all tertiary sector, like the United States is more tertiary. Now, tertiary is services. So if primary is resource extraction, secondary is they take that resources and turn it into something. Tertiary is services. This is doctors, teachers, software developers. Those are all services, and those are tertiary sector jobs. And so this map is going to illustrate those tertiary sector countries, and it's going to ask you some questions about that. After that assignment, you can go back to our slideshow of the week. You can click on Dollar Street, or you can hit next in Canvas on the module view, and it's going to take you to this really cool assignment called Dollar Street. Dollar Street is this really amazing website where people have sent in photos of specific things from around the world. And these are going from less developed countries to more developed countries, right? And so this is going to show families in the world by income. Now, as part of the assignment, I'm going to say on the top of the website, click the drop down menu that says the world and check Africa and Europe. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to check Africa and Europe, because this is going to kind of give us a smaller field of things to look at. It's still going to give us a lot, but it's going to like cut the continents down to between European and African. Then we're going to select the drop-down menu that says families and click on a topic that interests you. So you can select anything. So check this out. Instead of families, let's take a look at homes. This website will show you homes from someone that this home costs $27 or $96 or $461, or, you know, here's an apartment that's $7,000 in Spain, or here is a house that's $4,000 in Spain. I think this is monthly cost. I don't think this is, I don't know, honestly. But you're going to see a wide variety of places and their cost, right? You could look at, there's some really interesting ones. You want to pull at your heartstrings. You can like look at toys. You'll see like poor countries, their favorite toy is, you know, bike tube. You'll see like soccer balls, his favorite, or a little girl with her teddy bears, you know. This kid's got a truck. This kid's got a big Eeyore, you know. Just look at some of those. You can, and then you answer the questions, and then you can click on a different topic. So you'll have to choose 2 topics, 3 topics, and that's it. So that's it for Dollar Street. This is just going to really illustrate like what a less developed country looks like and what a more developed country looks like, because we're trying to get at like the social impacts of those as well. Remember, less developed country has more people working in the primary sector, and in a more developed country, more people working in secondary and tertiary sectors. Yeah, really cool website. I mean, yeah, I could look at this stuff all day. I mean, you can look at hands. Obviously, people that will work in primary sector are going to have hands that are a lot more callous than people that don't work as hard, you know? You can look, I mean, there's just a lot of cool stuff. You look at the floors in people's homes, dirt in a lot of places, you know? Super, super interesting stuff. I hope you guys find it as interesting as I did. That is the Dollar Street website. After Dollar Street, I want you to go back and I want you to look at the I can statements and review those. If you know everything on the I can statements, you're going to do great on the test. You click on this test and that's it. That's it for this week. If you guys have questions, feel free to email me. I'm down to 1 email. I think it's just someone asked me to grade something, which your grades will be updated and posted tomorrow, Wednesday, and they'll be final because I can't change them after tomorrow. So I hope everything's good with you guys, and that's going to be it for today. As I always like to sign off like we do here at Fort Harriman, we love you, we care about you, make it a great day. Have a good one, guys.